I want to talk about digital versus print and just share a little bit. My own experience with digital versus print is that, of course, like everyone, I had the printed books, life studies, and other things. And when they came out in digital form, I switched to digital because it's more convenient and definitely more portable. And I had the theory that it would be the same experience. But what I discovered was that you actually need the two forms together. They're complementary. And I appreciate the fact that I can fit all the life studies on my phone and carry them with me anywhere, pull them up anywhere. But I've also come to see that digital ministry books have a number of disadvantages that print do not have. Okay, number one is I am able with a book to underline and take notes in the margins, and I know that there's digital equivalents to those things, but they're just not the same. So then when you reread a chapter, you see your underlines, you see your notes, you get encouraged because the questions you had are being answered. I really appreciate that, and I missed that when I departed from print books, you could say. Another thing you can't do with digital is you can't put multiple sources side by side. Like sometimes you want to have a ministry book open, and then you also want to have the recovery version open, and you want to, just be connecting those two together and going back and forth and back and forth. This is very difficult to do on a cell phone with your recovery version or even an iPad. It's another big advantage that print has. I would just say, if you are interested in serious study, you really you get a lot more out of studying print than you ever would with a digital book. But to me, the greatest advantage that print media has over digital, and again, I'm not saying it's either or, but they're complementary. But the greatest advantage you have with a book is you can take a book and you can go into your room to read it. And if it's just you in that book, nothing can interrupt that time. But if you take your phone or your iPad and you go away and you try to read the ministry or read the Bible, often distractions still come. You get interruptions, you get notifications, you get texts, you get news, you get sports, you get things that you really don't want right then while you're trying to read. Now, I know that you can go into airplane mode and stop all that. I know about that. But still, in my experience, there's no substitute for focus, for the focus that comes with having a book in your hand. You can dive into something in a kind of uninterrupted way. There's nothing else to do except enjoy that book, and I've really found that it offers a lot. Print media offers a lot. Amen.